Hello, I'm K Kurd.
I'm Marcus Bronzy.
This is Ain't Got a Clue. Right. I've been, I don't know if for regular listeners, they know. If you're new, I've been getting like...
I know what's coming.
Basically, I've got a son now, innit? No, I don't really.
You have though?
No, but apparently, I've been getting this message. I've been getting messages from a school in Blackburn about my son. I don't have a son. I'm not anywhere near Blackburn. But I've been getting messages, and we've got last couple of episodes we've gone into detail about it.
Yeah,
I've got an update.
And to be clear, you've asked for this to stop. You've asked politely for this to stop.
I've asked them politely for them to stop this, but they've got my number on the system still. So I guess I'm locked in for life now. I'm locked in till year 11 because this is year 7.
Yeah, you're locked in.
I've got 5 years of this.
Have you thought if they have sixth form, what might happen if they got a college attached to the school? This could last a little bit longer, you know.
Well, the thing is, at that point, what's going to happen is I know I'm going to start reviewing schools and stuff, like see if he's got enough UCAS points to get into unis. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So I'll be like, is he going to go into a good uni? Yeah. Whatever. So I think in a way, this is a great sort of training ground before I become an actual father.
How does it feel to know everything about your son except for their first name?
No, I know his first name.
His first name? Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay,
yeah. So I know his first name. Little Abdullah, but I don't know whether, like, I just don't know his surname, and I don't know what school. I mean, this is anyway.
In this digital age, this is a very fantastic way to approach fatherhood. You know what I mean. How did it happen? Hey,
by the way, this drink's nice. You know, what is it? Flavoured lime.
Yeah,
with death. It's all right.
I got the mango one. You know, big up yourselves. Cheers for that, lads.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Green as well, but that looks like I'm drinking a Heineken. You know. If I brought this home, my dad would go mental, bruv. My dad would be like, "What are you drinking, bruv?" Because that happened once, when I went home, and I bought 2 energy drinks. You ever bought a Monster energy drink?
Or Relentless?
Yeah, it was Relentless. Yeah, it was Relentless back in the day. So it was big black can like this, and then I took it out of the fridge, and my dad was like, what? My dad's face went like, do you know what? Because he was looking at me going, who does this you think he is to be drinking alcohol in my house at 16 in it?
Furthermore, you've gone to his fridge and chilled it. You've got to use his energy to chill it. And I presume to him, you might not have been doing this. You opened the fridge slowly, took it out, looked him in the eye and bust it open
Yeah. No, I didn't even have time to do that.
Wow.
Bit. I literally brought out the can.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, what? The equivalent in Kurdish of what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh no, it's an energy drink. Look at it. As I was about to say. do you know what the maddest thing is? Yeah, our dads could not have a deep voice like that. But anytime
I was going to say, you sound like a East End gangster.
Yeah.
Oi, what is that? What's going on there?
But anyway, so we've got some updates.
Yes, so the AGAC updates.
Yeah, I mean, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
A reminder for your son to complete his maths homework if he's not done so already. That was the boring one, right?
Okay.
But this week, I am proud, right? I just want you to clap with me, right?
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
AGAC.
Well done to your son's group for achieving 100% attendance today.
Woo! Well done, little Abdullah, man. Big up yourself. We're proud of you. It's not easy because it's getting darker in the evenings, darker in the mornings. So to get 100% attendance for the whole group,
100%,
you all should be proud.
All of year 7 should be proud of themselves. But the other thing I will say is, right, as a parent,
can you address? As a parent, and I think you will understand this, Marcus. It's to make sure that your child is at school every day, right, throughout the year. And to make sure their friends are at school every day. It's really hard. Yeah. I mean, the school runs hard. Yeah. Getting up in the morning is hard, especially as a busy dad. Working dad.
Working dads. You know what I mean? Our schedules are really messed up. So to get a message like that, it's just, I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't know, man. I'm welling up thinking about it.
Just thinking of his little face passing through the school gates minutes before the buzzer goes because he's on time.
The thing is, I used to get 100% attendance all the time. I remember one year I had, I think it was about 2 years in a row where I had 100% attendance the whole year.
Really?
Yeah.
Not one sick day?
Not one sick day. Well, you mad? If I told my mum I was sick, my mum was like, Would you mean like?
Yeah.
Again,
we'll be sick at school. The nurse will fix you.
Have a paracetamol. Have a paracetamol. I never had a nurse in my school, bruv. Yeah, have a paracetamol and get on with it. We never had that. Yeah, so I couldn't be ill.
You didn't have Did you not have a first aider at your school? You would have had a first aider, but they would have
probably just a teacher or a dinner lady or something.
Yeah. Like, you need someone to faint and then they'll like burst into action.
But I don't remember. I don't remember a lot of people ever needing like medical help at my school.
Really? Yeah.
Like the medical help. Excuse me. The medical help that people needed wasn't like really. It was like, I got a bellyache. If people got beaten up, they just went home.
Yeah. There was one. There was incidents at my school, but one guy, I can't even mention his name because I do know him outside of the show and I still see him sometimes. Really nice guy.
Oh, you're talking about me, yeah. Shout out my man.
Yeah, shout out. Can't even say your initials because they sound like a joke within themselves. He had a day which was probably one of the worst days ever. I remember he had drama or whatever. What did you have drama at school? Theatre, whatever you had to drama. Yeah, of course.
My drama teachers were devastated. I never picked drama as a GCSE because I picked PE instead. Because obviously I should have picked drama. You know me now.
I don't know. You know,
I should have picked drama.
It could have changed your trajectory. You not doing drama and doing PE could put you right where you are right now, bruv.
I know everything happened the way it's supposed to. But looking at me in hindsight, you're like, you should have done drama.
Yeah, he could have done drama, yeah. In drama, he fell onto a bunch of overturned chairs that someone was using as a prop. And one of the chair legs went up his arse, yeah? I swear to God, he fell into the chairs. I don't know if it went far enough into him to cause lasting damage, but all I know is he was crying on the floor. He came out of the classroom. We saw him fall onto the chairs. Bad day, right? Bad day already.
Was there blood on the trousers?
We didn't.
Blood on the leaves.
I didn't have trousers as my school uniform, but we wore tracksuit.
Did you?
Yes.
Fuck me.
we could discuss that after. But yeah, but there was no blood on his black tracksuit or Nike Air Max. Yeah, that was our uniform. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. But we'll get to that.
I think what Marcus is telling you is he actually went to school in young offenders.
Yacht. I said I was a yacht kid. But yeah, no, I wasn't.
Young offenders. Are you good at pool?
I'm not that good at pool.
Table tennis?
I'm okay at table tennis.
Yeah, you ain't.
Yeah, it's a yacht. That's true. Fucking true. Are you good at blackjack? That was it. If I said that, are you good at blackjack? No, but I always win. Okay.
To be fair, you do mention card games. You're good at card games.
Like a little bit of poker. But
you definitely win.
So he fell into the chairs. Bad day.
He didn't go young offenders, by the way. Sorry. I'm just to make it's a joke. Don't start thinking we've got a criminal record. Brands work with us. Thank you.
Yes. Exactly what Kay said. He had a bad day. Then we went to play football, and I can mention the guy that did it because Jimmy jumped up to header a football. My man jumped up at the same time. Jimmy had a very strong head, and my man didn't.
Jimmy code for the.
Jimmy was his name. That wasn't his name, but that's what everyone called him, including the teachers. Anyway, brother, I had a very interesting school life. But Jimmy jumps up, went to headbutt the ball, and headbutted my boy so hard by accident that his whole head burst open. Basically, it wasn't a very nice sight. So he basically got ambulanced out of school. Imagine that on an ambulance. They're like asking him what's wrong, and he's like, 1, my head is hurting. 2, my bottom's hurting at the same time. Can you imagine? That's a bad day at school, bro.
That is.
Someone just needs to kick him in the dick, and then every flipping part of his body will be messed up.
Orifice.
Yeah.
Do you know what? On a serious note, but yeah, there's some bad things happen in my school.
Yeah,
a lot of bad things happen. I remember the earliest sort of mad thing we had was somebody had committed suicide.
Yeah,
a year 8.
Yeah, man. Right.
And it was just like, I just remember nobody really registering how serious that was in our school. Because, you think about that now, that'd be mad. That'd be all along TV and radio. I think
part of it might be a testament to young people being able to process these things. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily young people not knowing how to deal with it. Sometimes young people, I always say, you forget how resilient young people are, man. They can go through some horrible shit. And
our generation, though.
Oh, of course, I can't speak.
This generation of
bitch-ass motherfuckers.
You little bitch-ass.
Bitch.
Fucking moaning about everything.
Yeah.
Why do you think I mean, I know you're going to say kids are resilient and all that sort of stuff, yeah, but I genuinely think, I think we've seen the best of humanity. I mean, but I always say this: they're not getting any better.
So we've graduated to older. The kids ain't like us back in the day.
No, these kids ain't getting better. Do you know why? Yeah, there's certain things. Yeah, kids nowadays don't need to work for anything.
Go on, I'll carry on.
In the West, kids in the West.
Yeah.
Kids in the West. Let me make that clear. Kids in the West.
Yeah.
Because Chinese kids and like kids in like a lot of those developing nations, they value their education so much.
Yeah.
Whereas kids here, they're like, I can make a compilation on TikTok and I'll make like 15 bags this month, right? And it's like, even like with things like music and entertainment and stuff like that, we had to wait. There was an element of waiting. You had to like gain some. Do you know what I mean? You couldn't just like buying a game, for example, right? It was like, oh my gosh, like your parents couldn't just buy. You couldn't just download a game. Just go out, buy it.
I remember you might have to queue up, or you might have to ask for the shop to have it in stock for you, so that on the day one you could go and collect it. I used to like that about music, you know. I think that's what made music more special for our generation. I used to go to the shop and get it, take it home, tear that CD open or vinyl and play it.
Well, I also think part of that as well. You know, when you go to HMV and whatnot, and I think part of the reason like why you actually liked a lot of music back then is because you were stuck with it.
Yeah, you had to like it.
So then you'd be like, okay. This ain't all that. But then after a while, you're like, actually,
you never.
Now this mean jump me, but everybody just follow me.
Did you ever buy?
Oh shit! Yeah, so
this happened a few times because I'm dyslexic. Like I'd buy a single, but realize I accidentally bought the remix single. So I've got the house version of the hip hop tune in it. So I was, you can't. It wasn't as easy to just take a track back in it back in the day.
Yeah, can you? How do you return music back in the day? That's just bare jokes. Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, it's not really for me, you know. The mix down.
You can't return.
I never thought. Music. It wouldn't even feel like an option for me back then. I feel like most things I bought, you were stuck with. There was, unless there was something incredibly wrong with it, it's staying with you.
But this is the thing though. Like, there was no choice. We didn't have choice. And I think, when you've got way too much choice at that age, bruv. Like, this is what I was speaking to someone as well about this actually today, where they were talking about a contestant in Big Brother, and they were like, how would they, basically it was the idea about things like 50 Shades of Grey and that kind of sex. They were like, how would a 24-year-old know about it? And I'm like, bro, are you mad? Like, they have had access to porn on their phones since they were 10 or 11, bruv.
I think a lot of you know what? You asked a question in the podcast, why are kids today how they are today? And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they have all of the information pretty much in the world instantly accessible.
And not everybody's like you. So you're a very tech savvy person, right?
Yeah.
You're extremely tech savvy. You know all the features to be able to look at a child's. Do you know what I mean? Look at. Wait. No.
Wow.
No, look at a child's internet use, and do you know what I mean? Or limit a child's internet use. All of that sort of stuff. Yeah. Whereas a lot of parents wouldn't have a clue. You're au fait with what is Discord, what is TikTok, what, you know, all of these things, right? Other parents are sort of like, they're not in such a fortunate position, so they can't really, you know.
I find it incredibly frightening how much access some people let people have, like all access to all internet at 9 years old, bro. All internet.
Imagine your child's a really smart child, yeah, and instead of like going on watching Peppa Pig or going on porn or any of that sort of stuff, yeah, they're like watching Ben Shapiro and Jordan Peterson. At like 9 years old.
They've got a crypto portfolio worth $250,000.
And they're looking at you like, Dad, you fucking woke. Like, and you're like, wait, what did you call me? What do you mean I'm a fucking woke warrior? Okay. No, Dad, you're always on about social justice, man. Move. I remember when men were men. Who the fuck are you talking?
You'd be surprised at the sort of stuff that kids are picking up, man. They're way more politically, like,
well, my son goes to school all the time.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's in school all the time. 100% attendance. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, man, look, I just think to give someone access to all of the internet is wild. But I'm telling you now, there are other parents out there who will chuck their kid a phone at the age of 9 with no rules. No phone back at any time, no lights out, just go for it. And I reckon some kids do really well, yeah, but some other kids, all the internet. Can you imagine me having access to everything? Encarta was too much for me.
Bro. Remember when the internet first started, yeah?
Yeah, man.
We were going on some silly websites bro, why was I going on yahoo.com? Just a homepage, looking at the homepage. I was looking at news.
See the baseball scores. So you see the baseball scores like, the New York Knicks?
Weather. There was nothing really on the internet, you know? Like, we'd go and play pool on Yahoo. Or do you remember Habbo Hotel?
Habbo Hotel. I think that was probably the first social media access that I had. That was... You have to explain what Habbo Hotel is. Some people don't know.
I can't really quite remember, because I remember seeing it and going, this is too much for me. It was sensory overload for me.
It was like The Sims, because you know The Sims, like you have little people, but you had little people you could walk around and go chat to each other. But even then, I remember at Habbo Hotel, you go up to people and they'd say rude stuff like sexy stuff to you in Habbo Hotel. So there's already people doing a madness in Habbo Hotel when you're supposed to walk around. Your little character walks around in this kind of metaverse, innit? Hello, talking to people.
Yeah, that was a metaverse, innit?
Yeah, it was.
There was some website I used to go on. It was like a American biscuit company. Yeah, and it just had loads of games on it. But it was full of advertising. But you're like skip, and then you're just like playing baseball games and like sports games and stuff like that. We were trying to get around it. But when I'm thinking about it, we didn't really we used to use it for MSN and MySpace.
MSN.
At the most. That was it. MSN, MySpace. I remember even they had some like Yahooligans. Yahoo used to be a thing, you know. I know nowadays nobody gives a shit about it, but back in the day, Yahoo was a big thing. Remember, like, listen, I come from the era of internet, where you had AOL. You had to have the C to go on the internet. AOL. Blue Yonder.
Blue Yonder. Wow. You threw it. Blue Yonder. Flipping hell. But
get me.
Yeah. MSN used to be where that was where the first textual chirps in would go on MSN.
Yeah. When you could play tic-tac-toe.
BRB. Tic-tac-toe. Yeah.
Do you remember Facebook?
Don't remember Facebook. What's Facebook?
Facebook was like High Five.
I remember High Five.
Bebo was one. Were you on like the black ones as well? I wasn't.
Black Chat,
and I saw friends on that. I was like, well, this isn't for me.
Black Chat got Black Chat was quite spicy as well. All of these places, I remember there was always like you'd be on there talking and someone would be like ASL, which is code for age, sex and location. And if what you said matched what they said, they would start talking some grease to you.
ASL was we need to bring back ASL online.
ASL. You know what? If someone tweets you something and you don't like it, before you even address that, you should just say ASL, because that can tell you a lot. Because if you are 10 years younger than me, you live 500 miles away from me, you're not even in my climate, I don't even need to respond to your tweet.
Stop arguing with people on the internet. Most of them are kids. Mm-hmm. If you're an adult, if you're an adult, honestly, and you find yourself arguing to someone, ask yourself, is this person under 18?
Yeah.
If so, you're not winning the argument.
Yeah.
I just block. Oh my God, TikTok comments. You think I'm arguing with kids in my TikTok comments?
That is the wild west of comments.
You must be out of your mind, bro. Yeah. And these kids don't even care, bro. Because they don't care if you can beat them up in real life.
Yeah.
They just start calling you an NPC. Bro, do you know how old I felt, when someone called me an NPC? I don't know what the fuck an NPC is, bro. I had to Google what a fucking NPC was when someone in the comments called me an NPC. I was like, what the hell? Non-playable character.
Yeah.
Bro, do you know how old I am, when I didn't even realize that was an insult? Because in my head, I'm going non-playable character. Oh, well, they're saying I'm somebody with independent thought.
Yeah.
You can't play me.
You can't play me. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And then I was like, oh, I had to like deep it. I had to go and I was like, oh.
Trying to call you the equivalent of like a mushroom in Super Mario, pretty much.
Yeah, but basically, they're calling me a sideman.
A side piece,
But, back in the day, before KSI and his mates made sidemen a popular thing, sidemen was an insult. That is what we used to call them, right? Yeah. It's just a sideman, non-playable character, bruv. See, this is why I don't hate. This is why I hate them, bruv. What kind of insult?
It's a bit of a nerdy insult, isn't it?
It is.
Character.
It is a nerdy insult. What happened to calling someone a
Pussy-o. That was the best. And you know when you got it right, because if you hit the P right, you'd see him shake. Like, it would be like you'd see a shockwave heading towards them if you called them a pussy-o. You pussy-o. I've seen someone get knocked over with the pussy-o, bro. If someone said it to them right, I've seen them take a step back.
Yeah, of course, bro. Like, it's just, our insults used to mean something.
Yeah, do you know what used to be one of the best insults, that was so classic at school? A well-timed your mum. Well-timed your mum.
Kids don't even say your mum.
Shut that down right now. Hey, bro, if you look a bit tired today, your mum's tired. You can't. Your mum's an unplayable character? Nah. You're an NPC? Get the fuck out of here.
Kids don't say your mum nowadays, bro.
They don't, you know. Why not?
I don't know, bro. Some of them probably don't have mums, I don't know.
A lot of kids didn't have mums at school. They were still getting your mum jokes all day long. But yeah, it's mad, you know. I would say...
Do I sound like... We sound like the old men, innit?
We are old men, relatively. If you're 16, bruv, we are old. We're like, bruh, man, you lot are old, man. The difference with us is we look surprisingly young for our age. And I've realised that. And you know what? Luck rolls the dice.
He says 3 episodes after buying compression socks.
My legs, though. Legs ain't looking young. Face is looking young.
My spine doesn't look young. My spine...
What's the spine update?
But my spine's fucked.
You worked out what it is yet?
No one can work out what it is.
Jeez, man.
But back injuries are like that. It's so funny because I was watching a football podcast and they were talking about like how a lot of muscular back injuries have taken footballers out of the game because no one knows how to solve them.
Really?
Yeah, because it's just like once you get a back injury, no one really comes back the same in football.
Jeez. So that's your professional football career over
it's gone. It's gone. I could have, but obviously.
Could you sit down for stand-up? Does anyone else do that? Chappelle kind of sits on a stool.
If you're like I think if you're under 40, sitting on a stool doing stand-up, just fucking grow up hair, innit?
Really?
Yeah. Who are you? So who the fuck? Like, what?
Do you need to stand up though?
What on earth gives you the right to get on a stage? Right, we are already privileged in what we do as comedians. Yeah, right? We're very, very privileged, right? Yeah. So the least you can do is to show the fucking crowd some respect by going on stage and performing, right? Yeah. Not fucking sitting there talking to them, bruv.
Really?
Yeah, I just find it like and also if you haven't, you need to be 5 specials deep before I see you sitting down on a stool.
Because Chappelle will perch on a stool and smoke a cigarette.
But Dave Chappelle...
is like, he is like apex, right? He's up there when it comes to like...
Yeah. I mean, look, even if you're going off income alone, he's like 60 mil per special or whatever the fuck it is. So
you can have a seat then.
Yes. Yeah, okay, cool. He made the Chappelle show. Fucking sit down, chat shit all you want, yeah?
He's the reason he put people on just with that.
You've done an hour show and now you're fucking sitting down talking shit. Fuck out of here.
Could I make that if I ever hit this? Could I make that into my thing? Like he always sits down.
No.
Like can you not make it a bit?
No. Unless you go, hey man, I'm sitting there. No, I don't know why you'd be American, but
hey man,
I can imagine you just making it fun for yourself and pretending you're an American guy. I'm Marquez Bronze.
Hey, I'm Marquez Bronzy. What's going on, man?
Yo, I just been coming over here and I realized y'all motherfuckers, y'all having English breakfast.
Shit, with beans. Y'all eat beans and you ain't cowboys?
Ain't it funny how everything on that plate is brown?
Yeah, man.
That's y'all English breakfast?
Y'all really like to eat shit, huh? Okay. Yeah, all right. Oh, this is a away game. Oh, shit. Okay.
For a motherfucking country that took over half the world, there is all that shit just look like it from your country.
What's the most flavoursome thing? Your tea? Okay. Anyway, that's it. Yeah.
Really
so sit down. What about couch?
No, you could do. I reckon if you made a bit about varicose veins and go, that's the reason you sit down.
Okay. All right.
It'd have to be a real hilarious bit like to address it. Otherwise, I'll just be like.
Yeah.
The one thing, people would, I don't think audiences necessarily care, but I would judge you.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are you sitting down for, man? Just get up. And also, I think you'd be funnier moving around with a man your size.
I don't know how to take that.
No, because you're like, if I could imagine you, if you were telling jokes, because you're such a tall man and you're big, right? I imagine if you use your physicality, it'd be a lot funnier. Do you know what I mean? Where if there were certain jokes where like, look at the size of me, like, do you know what I mean? If you're telling a story, like, it would be funnier to see you using your body while you're saying a joke. And I feel like that with a lot of comedians, right? Where like if you're just sat there, what the fuck am I?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, talking about comedians, how's the tour going? You're nailing it, by the way.
Yes, it's going really well.
It's looking really good. Very much. I'm seeing the shots.
If you haven't got
Liverpool.
Yes. Can I just say there has been a lot of people in Leicester. I had podcast fans come up to me. In Liverpool. So we took photos in Liverpool because it was a smaller crowd. It was the first time I'd been to Liverpool, so we did a smaller crowd. Someone went up to take a picture and they were like, "He ain't got a clue."
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Yeah. I like that. You know what? I like that. Someone shouting that out to you on the street. That's all right, innit?
No, not on the street. Like in.
Oh yeah, sorry, in person. Yeah. I like that. That's not bad. You ain't got a clue. If you see K on road. Not me. If you see K on road, just shout at that. You ain't got a clue, mate. Hey. Ain't got a clue. Like that. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, that's great. Nice. Genuinely is.
He loves it.
Do you know what's so funny? Someone in Southend.
Yeah.
Westcliff-on-Sea. I was on stage, and I did a bit about being British. The guy was like, "You've been on Soccer AM. Ain't nothing more British than that."
I'd say that's one of the most British things you can do.
And I was like,
good point.
I was like, thank you for that. That's a bit of a weird heckle. Yeah. No, I don't. I was like, because it's praise. I was like, I don't know how to deal with that. I wish you'd have called me a cunt. I could have just. But so yeah, it was nice. It was funny. But yeah, it's been great, man. It's been great seeing people. Some familiar faces coming out. It's been good seeing like the bigger rooms we're doing in a lot of cities where I went there last time. Just the growth. Do you know what I mean? It's been fun. Like people that are coming along with you. The shows have been great, and I've been doing it with a massive crew. Like we're in a tour van. Do you know what I mean? It's nice. Fun. I cannot wait for London.
Excited for it, yeah.
Well, to be fair, I am excited for a few reasons, right? One, it's going to be one of the biggest shows ever. A lot more of my friends are going to be there, like yourself. And I'm gassed about like, because I know what you're capable of. And I'm just like, people are going to have a good time before the show's even fucking started. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're coming in and DJ, you... Do you know what I mean? And then they get support acts like Laura and Ishan, and then I come on. I'm like, by the time I come on, it's gonna be such a mad atmosphere in there that it's gonna be like a piece of piss. It's just gonna be a celebration, and obviously, like it's one of those ones where when I first started comedy, I looked at the Hammersmith Apollo, right, and I don't even think it was really a thought. Do you know what I mean? Like, you didn't ever think, like, obviously you think you're going to make it, right, in comedy. Or what, like, you do it with that ambition of making it, right? But you don't look, I went there to see Chappelle, bro. Like, I went there to see Chappelle and I remember going, wow, this is a massive venue, right? And I didn't think to myself, one day I'm going to sell this out. Like, and then doing it live at the Apollo there a couple times and you're like, oh shit, but... It only really hit me last time I did live at the Apollo where I'm like, shit, the next time I'm here is for my own show. So you're like fucking looking at it going, Jesus, like this is huge. Like,
it's a good venue as well.
Yeah. But I mean, like, listen, get a ticket, man. It's going to be a great night. And I mean, if I look at all the comments that I've got over the course of the tour, looking at the pictures and the DMs that people are sending me, but even when in the pictures, if you see the comments, people are like, great night. I was laughing from start to finish. Amazing. Shout out you and Ishan. Big, and all of these comments, they're all positive. I haven't got any negative comments and the love I've been getting has been absolutely insane. And I know in London it's going to be crazy. And part of the reason I'm so proud of doing that venue is right. I don't have a TV show, right? I'm not a regular on TV. I don't have blanket coverage on TV, right? We're not in the top 1% of podcasts in this country, right? We've got a great podcast, right? But like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like, we're not selling audio 2 at the moment with this. At the moment, we will do. But I haven't got that blanket coverage everywhere, right? And I'm not a household name in that way, right? And anytime I've sort of tried to do things in the past, people have been like, you're not quite
like you don't quite have the right look for that, or like you're not white enough, you're not black enough, you're not Asian enough. Do you know what I mean, for certain roles? And you're just like, well, what am I? And the fact that I've been able to cultivate an audience with the help of people like yourself and management and other comedians that have probably given me opportunities and stuff, and on social media, the fact I've been able to cultivate such an audience where you look round and it's not just one group of people, right? Genuinely, man. That's the thing that's always most surprising for me. When I go out to these cities, when I go out and look at the crowd, I'm like, where the fuck have you found me, bro? Like there's older couples, like retired couples, and there's young kids and the other, like, and it's just
it sounds like such cheap because it's such an overused word, but diverse is definitely like, it was like you said, like when I last came to see you and told you, literally there were two or three retired people, stag do, couple of girls that came down, couple of guys, like, and you're looking across this audience and it literally is just like the UK, innit? It's good.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, when we went to Southend, my tour manager was like, "There's only like 3 Asians in there," and like he's Asian, innit? So he's like, "Yeah, there's only like 3 Asian in there," and it was like, it's like everyone else you saw was like from, do you know what I mean? Like
from the
white
area,
British, from Southend, obviously, and then you go to Leicester, it's a bit more, it's a bit different. Bristol was different, but like, when you're looking at like the makeup of everyone in these, it's always a cross section of everyone in that city, and it's been beautiful, man. I can't thank everybody that comes and supports me enough. It's been great, and the thing is with London, I just know it's gonna be a fucking vibe, man. I can just already feel it. Like in my head, I have already like visualized myself coming out to the intro music. Like I've played it I've been on the dog walks and I've played the song in my ear and I've just visualized it in my head coming out, hearing your voice like shout me out, and then I'm coming out and just seeing the cheers and stuff, and it's just like it got me emotional just visualizing it, bro, because I was like, genuinely, it's like when that day comes, the day after, I'll just be like, do you know what? I can go a happy man in it. Like I can, like it's not that I've like fulfilled my life's ambitions, but it is an ambition that I've fulfilled.
It tied you over until your next set of ambitions kind of creep in, or you have a little break.
Yeah,
until like, fucking hell, man, I need to do something.
Yeah, well, you know what it's like doing this, but yeah.
When the first person goes, so what have you been up to lately? And you go, fucking, I was just having a rest, innit? Because I just fucking did a UK tour. Yeah, but, you know, what have you been up to though, mate?
Do you know what's going to fucking annoy me, right? Yeah. Tickets are out, right, for all of my tour. And I know what's going to happen. I'm going to do this tour. Someone's going to miss me. When's your next show? Bro, you should have come, right? I don't want to hear anybody go, oh, no, but you should have come.
Are we filming London?
Bits and pieces, but I'm not filming a special because that costs too much to do that. Long and short of it, bruv. Long and short of it costs way too much. Plus, if I film a special next time round, I want it to look visually different.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to...
I've got an idea for visually different. Sit down. Sit on a seat.
Chappelle's done that.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, but I want it to be in a venue where you've not usually seen comedy.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of people have filmed a special at the Hammersmith Apollo.
It does. It looks good though, innit? But you want to do something different.
Yeah, so like, have you ever watched Michael Che's first stand-up special? And it was like this brick background behind him. It was somewhere like really, Gerard Carmichael did a really prestigious venue in New York, and he was in the round. And what he made everybody in attendance had to come in black tie.
Heavy. That's nice.
So everyone came in like ball gowns and men were in black tie and bow ties and stuff. But nice. He came just cash.
Oh, that's jokes. That's jokes.
That's so funny. And like, it's like I would love to do something like that one day, like where it's like do you know what I mean? Just something very different. Like maybe I get everyone to dress as an NPC.
That's what he did. You got everyone to dress as like NPCs in some flipping ball game. No. So what about, has anyone ever done daytime comedy? Like, cause I feel like comedy's a nighttime thing.
In Edinburgh it's common, but it's fucking shit.
Yeah. Is it?
It's fucking shit.
Yeah.
Comedy in the day is garbage.
Okay.
Imagine a concert during the... Have you ever been in a festival at 12?
What you mean the warm-up DJ is trying their hardest? The warm-up DJ is trying their hardest.
Yeah, first act on at a festival having the worst time of their life. Yeah. No one's ever like, oh my God, did you see that first act?
Yeah.
It's garbage, bro. Like what, the sun's at its highest, right? Yeah. Beating down on you.
People are still trying to work out where stuff is. They need a toilet in it. They need a toilet. Somebody might come up. I've actually DJ'd for a group that was doing a warm-up before, and I have seen someone come up to them at stage and gone like, "Do you know where the toilet is?" They're fucking performing, bruv. They're in between songs. So yeah, this next song is just over there, 20 meters over there. You're gonna go for a piss. It's a ladies only though. But men's is that way. Yeah, this next song goes up. Yeah, it is hard.
It's
hard.
Awful.
It's part of the journey.
Right? Yeah, it's awful, isn't it? So I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, man. There's ways. I reckon there's ways. But nowadays, I think do people really have the appetite for a stand-up special for an hour long to watch an hour long at home, right? And I'm trying to think of ways where, you know what? If you've got suggestions, throw it in a Patreon, because I know Patreon get busy like that, right?
Yeah.
We've got some real creative people. We've got like a criminal lawyer in the Patreon.
Yeah. Which is criminal lawyer. They said we've got to be careful with the way we say that. We've got a criminal lawyer. Yeah. Not like a lawyer that's a criminal. No, just a criminal
lawyer. Yeah.
Lawyer.
Yeah. So if you've got any suggestions, like creative ways, but I feel like it might be a thing. I mean, we're not allowed to talk about him anymore, but Louis C.K., he had a sitcom where he'd do stand-up, and then you'd go into the sitcom and then there'd be stand-up that breaks up parts of it.
You could do that again.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like...
Just don't do the rest of what he did.
Something similar to that sort of stuff where, like, I mean, I don't know if you ever watched Hate Thy Neighbor by Jamali Maddox. Stuff that was on Vice, where you actually saw him talking to the racists that he was going to visit all around the world, and then he was doing stand-up about it. But something similar to that where I can essentially tell a story and keep people's attention, because I feel like now more than ever, there is so much competition for people. Like, even like with what we do on here, like just trying to...
I like it though. I like it. I do like the low barrier to entry for everything.
I don't.
I like it, man.
You're the opposite from me.
I like the competition, man.
I think bring back, and I've said this, bring back gatekeepers, and I'll say it again, bring them back. Quality control is at an all-time low. I've said it on this podcast numerous times before.
Yeah.
Right. This is why we have artists called things like Sexy Red and DDG or whatever the fuck they are, right? And they're absolutely fucking bollocks, right? This is why hip hop is
Clarty Smalls and all that.
It's just fucking. This is why it's all garbage, right? Yeah. And your TV shit, because another thing, right? YouTubers can do whatever the fuck they want, right? Have you noticed this, right?
Yeah.
The other day, I found myself, I paid for the KSI fight, bro.
You paid for the fight?
I paid for the KSI fight.
Shout out to you, man. They made dough off that.
I paid for the KSI fight, right?
How was that?
And let me tell you, Marcus. They are NFL levels of marketing and making the fight a spectacle.
Go on.
So you see when you watch a normal fight, right? It's just like, oh yeah, fight, whatever. These guys have so much going on while the fight's going on, right? KSI comes out in a flipping Lamborghini, right? He comes out in a Lamborghini to fight while Giggs is on the mic performing.
Heavy.
By the way, you know, I love Giggs, right? As in, I love Giggs' music and whatever, yeah? I knew the bag was amazing. I knew what they paid him was amazing because it was the clearest I'd ever heard Giggs spit in my life. And he had a smile while he was performing Talking the Hardest.
Is it?
Do you know how happy you have to be performing Talking the Hardest with a smile?
Yeah, man.
Think about the lyrics in Talking the Hardest, yeah. No, even when you're enjoying it, when DJ plays it, you're never going, if you're talking the hardest. This guy, go back and watch the footage, yeah. Giggs was smiling, yeah. I was like, shout out Giggs. Wow. I'm so happy that he got the bag. Because if I was getting paid that much to sing 3 minutes, right, fucking sign me up, bruv.
It's not a bad gig either, is it?
Oh,
it's not a bad gig.
What, I get to watch a fight as well?
Yeah. Prime tickets to the fight and you get paid to go.
Yeah.
And you ain't got to throw a punch or receive one. Come on. You've not even got to do any commentary. You got to do your song that you've made years ago that you know inside out. Oh my God, no wonder he's smiling.
Yeah.
He's nice. Yeah, go on.
There was also another aspect of it, and I said it on Twitter, right? Or X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. Yeah. That's what you got to say nowadays. Have
we got to do it?
Yeah, I noticed on like the news, so-and-so said on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. Anyway, I said this, and I think I've said it on here before, right? That the national anthem, right? Someone was singing the national anthem, right? Because Logan Paul fought Dylan Dennis, whatever, right? Cool. They sang the American national anthem in Manchester. People were booing it. I told you, you see, like this national anthem thing, yeah. In this country, we don't really respect them like we should, right? Anyway, the English national anthem right now, yeah. And they did the thing, yeah. Stop doing this, yeah. People that sing the national anthem, I've said it on here before, right? People that sing the national anthem, stop ad-libbing, right? If we say, God save our gracious King, that is the melody, yeah? Don't start remixing the melody with God save our gracious King. Bro, we want to throw our drinks in the air. We want to dash a chair at someone. We want to tell someone to fuck off after it ends, yeah? We're getting in the flow. We were with you like, God save our gracious King. And then you want everybody to rap together. Okay. And you're there, get the fuck out of here, man. Do your job properly, right?
Why do people always go like onto that and want to come off the back of it? Like someone's going to say, you know what, you absolutely smacked the national anthem. I don't know if I'd want to hear it. I just want to just be like, you know what, you did your job.
I'll tell you,
everyone's great.
I don't know anybody's name that sings the national anthem at these events, right? You are insert a voice to me because you're not getting me on your Spotify
from the national anthem.
Thank you.
Do you know what? It would upset you as well if it was your birthday. Can you imagine if it was your birthday and instead of just singing happy birthday to you, one of the 3 ways that we can do it, yeah? English way, black way, and whatever. Like,
what's the black way?
Like, well, there's a couple in it.
Go on then.
Well, there's a how old are you now?
Oh, okay, that's
and then there's obviously like the happy birthday to you. And then there's,
is that a black way? I thought that was just the Motown way.
Well, I've just heard it more at black parties.
I mean, I get it. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Happy birthday, happy birthday.
And then obviously there's just a happy, but like if it's not one of those 3 ones, yeah, there's 3 ways of doing it.
The Marilyn Monroe one as well, though. Happy birthday to you.
I'll be honest with you, I would feel very uncomfortable with anyone in my family trying to sing like that to me on my birthday. Especially if it's like a grown man. Happy birthday to you. No, you're right, have you had too many cigarettes?
As a man doing the whisper. Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy.
Sounds so sinister.
You know what I mean? But like, I get you. If they're going, happy, you're like, bro.
Now you're stealing my limelight on my birthday. Sing it normal. And let's get on with business.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, the only person that's allowed to do it, I'd say, is his name Michael Buffer? What's his name? The guy that does the...
What? Yeah, but he's not singing. He's just going, oh, let's get ready to rumble.
He could say your name however, because if he goes, if he went... I would let him like say anything, but I feel like you wouldn't be upset. If you went K-A-E, no one introduces you like K-A-E. Yeah? No, but if he said that to you, you take it.
No, I'm throwing hands.
You can't beat up Michael Buffer.
You can't. The amount he gets paid.
He's probably got the cushiest job as well, actually. That's the only one that's a little bit more cushy than gigs.
Let's get ready to rumble. He has to get paid for it.
That is wild. That's fantastic. But yeah, so do you watch the fight? So did you watch? Because I've not watched anything.
So I watched a couple of them because I was watching the rugby as well.
Yeah, go on then. Let's
Logan Paul and Dylan Dennis fight, yeah? Because Dylan lost. And I don't know if you're aware of this beef.
Bring us in.
Jake Paul, sorry, not Logan Paul, Jake Paul. Was it Logan Paul? Oh, no, man, I can't. Yeah, it was Logan Paul.
It was Logan Paul,
It was Logan Paul. Basically, this Dylan Dallas guy has been posting a picture of Logan's fiance every day with another man and it's been going on for months. Like, literally, every day he was logging onto Twitter, posting a picture of his fiance with another man, right?
Wow.
Trolling him, right? Basically saying, I've got videos of your wife doing X, Y, and Z, all of this sort of stuff, right? And he lost a fight. And it was just like I don't care. Like he got it got so bad, like where he wasn't winning the fight that he got disqualified in the end because he started like security came in and he punched the security guard or whatever. And you're just like,
so you were boxing and you punched the wrong person.
Essentially, yeah. You threw more punches at staff than you did at the guy you were meant to punch.
I believe if you're not punching the correct opponent, time to leave the ring. Yeah, time to leave the ring.
And he's all like, and then afterwards he's like, yeah, but I'm a jiu-jitsu fighter. Or I'm not. Why did you take the fight?
Doesn't matter.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I think, and that just showed me what online trolls are like. You talking shit, but when it comes to real life, you can't back it. And also, a lot of people were saying, a lot of people online. This is when I found out. A lot of people are just very lazy, right? They were like, "Oh, Logan's on every sort of steroid known to man." And you know what? There might be an element of truth to that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right? However, he had a figure that's obtainable naturally. And the thing is, I rate about those two brothers, the Paul boys, yeah. They haven't gone into boxing and half-assed it. It's the same reason I respect KSI. They haven't half-assed it. They're going in there and they're training like athletes, bro. Like KSI looked in phenomenal shape, right? And I made a joke about it, right? Because he kept on jumping up and down, and I was like, hey, he's playing like someone left a controller unattended, right? You know, like when you play like a fighting game. Why is he doing that? Right? But he looked in phenomenal shape, and he was so fit, like when he was fighting, that you were like, all this energy, like, and have you ever like even sparred?
Holding your hands up to guard is enough. There's many challenges that can tire someone out. Just having muscle mass and holding their arms up can tire someone out, let alone footwork, let alone throwing a punch, let alone receiving a punch. All of these things, moving your head around, all of these things conserve energy. I think boxing is one of the only sports where all of your body has to be moving in different ways.
So your legs
and your mind has to be on 100%.
You see your legs, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Once you bend, like you bend your knees a few times, and the lactic acid starts building up, and you're like, how long have we got around? Bro, you've been doing this for 30 seconds.
And if you realise your arms are burning as well because you're holding them up in front of your face, but if you put them down, someone is going to put a fist into your face at a high speed. Yeah,
man.
And there's noise, and people are talking. Bro, sensory overload. The lights are bright. Sweat is in your face.
The level of stress you're going through, it's crazy. The level of stress your body's going through. And it really started making me think, because a lot of people, I saw a lot of people going, I want some of this influencer boxing bag. Let me tell you, it has to be a phenomenal amount of money for me to get involved in that. I like, all things considered, it has to be a phenomenal amount of money for me to get involved in it.
Did
20 mil what like Tommy Fury's getting paid? Yeah, fucking hell. And here's another thing that was pissing me off. But people cussing Tommy Fury, and they were like, "Oh yeah, Molly May's the breadwinner in that house." Blah 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 blah. I was like, her best ever year, she made like 3.4 mil. He made like 20 mil from that fight. Like,
listen, if you can bring home 50 mil after tax, and your other half is bringing home more than you are both winners. Yeah. Do you think I'm going to take the piss out of you if you're bringing home 15 mil and you're married to Rihanna? I don't care, bruv. Yes, she might bring over a few hundred mil to the table, yeah? 15M is real money.
Marcus, you can make 500k and I'll still be like...
I was talking about 500k the other day, and I think if that fell into my lap, that would be the minimum amount for me to actually just disappear, bruv. I think I could disappear off that. Just if it, like, after tax, everything just fell there, landed,
500k.
I think I could disappear off that.
You just ring me like, you know what it is, bro? I've really got rid of the studio. I'm not really going to be on doing a podcast anymore.
It might be a text, you know. For most. For you, I'll call you and I'll be like, we're flying. I'll feel like we're flying out. We're flying out somewhere.
But that's when he lets me go. He's like, big man, the podcast ain't happening no more.
You could do a lot of things.
I'm 13 hours away from Bora Bora.
Oh, could you imagine?
You're not going to see me again.
Oh. But so the Tommy Fury KSI fight, what I took away from it was I've two stats I've seen flying around here. You can help furnish me with the truth. KSI threw more punches than Tommy apparently, and it was a 3-round fight, right? And there was a bit of upset over Tommy beating KSI, and there might be a rematch because of it, because some people were saying that it was a robbery and whatever. We always hear this with boxing. Where were we? How true was it? Was it one-sided, or do we want to see a rematch?
Look, it was a horrible fight.
Really, not tidy.
It wasn't a fight.
Okay.
It was a lot of clinching.
Ah, right. Okay.
It was just holding each other.
Okay.
For the whole thing, and I was just like, but like, KSI was a bit angry afterwards.
Really?
It was like, how, bro? How? It was like, well, maybe you should have kept that aggression in the ring, right? Do you know what I mean? They were just clinching. But look, my wider point about what YouTubers did, right, is I respect like people like them lot because they say we're going to do something and they fucking do it, bro. Well, right? And they can... I've clocked here, YouTubers run the game. YouTubers run entertainment.
I'm going to say something here, and I want to say this a little while back, and tell me if this is too wild. Do you think that they've got, in a way, an arm over Hollywood? Because, yeah, Hollywood is an establishment with lots of money, but YouTubers are nimble. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're nimble, bruv. Like, KSI now can go and release an album, and I think it will be in the top 40.
Yes.
And he can go on tour and respectfully sell out the venues you're selling out, larger ones.
Bigger ones. Let me tell you, YouTubers can go, tomorrow I want to be X thing in entertainment.
Yeah.
And tomorrow they are selling tickets. They bro.
We've not seen it since
Sidemen did a football match, right?
Yeah.
Where did they sell out? West Ham Stadium, bro. The Olympic Stadium, bro. The London Stadium, whatever you want to call it. They sold that out, bro.
Yeah.
They had like millions of viewers on that stream watching them play football. Not football at a high level. And by the way, they had more viewers than a lot of Premier League games do. Like, when you're talking like your Burnley versus Sheffield, like, I'm not being funny, but it doesn't have as much viewers as those YouTubers might combined, right? Second to that, they want to do boxing. What do? They sell out arenas, bro. They're selling out. It's not like they're boxing at York Hall, no disrespect to York Hall, right? And people that fight there. But they're selling out arenas like where some professional boxers could not sell it out, right? If they want to do...
movies.
If they want to do movies...
KSI's done a little bit of Hollywood. Done a little bit of that. Stepped in, stepped out.
He wanted to do music. Boom, right. He's like, I want to do collabs with X, Y, and Z. Cool, you're doing them, right? They want to do stand-up. A lot of them have tried like their hand at stand-up and they sell tickets. They sell tickets, bro. People want to go and see them. And this is my thing. Like, when people want to be, like, people want to take the mick out of YouTubers and whatnot. It's like, when the thing you said about nimble as well is, I think it's their ability to maneuver in different aspects, right? They can pivot and see which way it's right. So, like, I liken it to, you're in a boat, the industry is in a...
It's a ship, isn't it? It's a big fucking massive cruise liner.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So for them to have to turn, it's like, you're in a lorry, right? And I'm in a Mini Cooper. Yeah, so I'm like, I do a 3-point turn, boom. Like,
off,
that's the YouTuber, right? The big lorry is the industry. So by the time it's like now, for example, like where you're seeing programs going, and join our TikTok page. Big man, you're 3 years too late. They've got the maneuverability that radio used to have.
I think so. I think TikTokers are probably going to be the next in line, because what's funny is the way people talk about TikTokers is how I hear people used to talk about YouTubers. Oh, them YouTubers are coming, man. They're not even proper presenters or proper things. I'm like, and I was like, the numbers are showing me something else, man. Because they've changed media. Like, even like jump cut editing. Like, you know, they do like, hey, today I did this. People before be like, that's so untidy, bruv. That is the norm now, man. To the point where you got 30 seconds to a minute, bro, to do it. I think TikTokers will be the next ones that kind of, they're going to do the next level.
Already are.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm seeing TikTokers do big Nat West campaigns. I'm seeing TikTokers do like so. All right, prime example. They get them to like host backstage at like a lot of sporting events and stuff now. And you're just like, hold on, wait, what?
Yeah, that was my bad.
It's what I find funny about, like, when I see presenters and they're like, like, people are like, I want to be presenters. I'm like, just do it.
Yeah.
What you're trying to get on, like...
What camera do I need to, bruv? What phone is in... That's the camera you need, the phone in your pocket. I know we sound so, like, fucking cheesy now, but it's true, though. It is true now. Phones are at a level now where you can just do that.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to get going over on Patreon.
We need to do a bit of... we need to give some patrons some love, though.
On Patreon, yeah. So, if you're not there already, like I said, we've got a gang of people over there. Next year, I mean, listen, after this tour's done, there's lots more coming. Me and Marcus are going to start doing a lot more content on the YouTube channel as well.
Exactly.
By the way, if you're watching this and you liked it, just give us a like. on whatever platform you're on. Just give it a like or share it.
Yeah, do it, share it. But we have got some Patreon love. I just want to say shout out to Annette. So she said, regarding the battered Savoy episode, I spoke about this a little while back, how I like a battered Savoy from the chip shop. I remembered it after reading this. I asked my local chip shop. He said he could possibly do it for me, but it would be a one-off. I wasn't hungry enough that day, but I'll go back and experience this culinary delight. Thank you, Marcus. Zara also said, we said something about aspartame as well. Not to be a nerd, but the clinical research is mainly animal studies. So can we enjoy our Diet Cokes in peace?
Yeah.
I will say now, again, before we go into Patreon,
yes,
I'd take the risk of aspartame over being fat and having diabetes and dying of a heart attack. Also, I will take that, bro, because I've been fat and it feels so uncomfortable that I don't ever want to be there again.
Let me tell you, there's a few episodes at the beginning of this podcast where we look back at both of us, yeah?
Bro.
And I was like, why didn't no one tell us? Why didn't no one tell us?
You mean when we were like still... They were lockdown pounds, innit?
I don't know what the fuck they were, bruv, but we were fat in it. And
bro,
also...
take up a lot more of the screen, both our faces.
I was like, why are we laughing?
Yeah. I was like, rather, I was like, why is this stretched? We need to... The editing's a bit... Yeah.
The aspect ratio. Oh, no, shit, it's fine.
There's our face. By the way, Hamza said they love Manchester. And they said that they also like Star Trek as well. So there's somebody who's a fan of you and a fan of Star Trek, bro. That sounds like our ideal fucking
Who
patron.
was I speaking to the other day when I was like, I brought you up where they were starting, and I was like, Marcus is I actually told someone, I was like, Marcus, guy, my podcast partner, I was like, he's the host of the biggest YouTube channel for Star Trek, and they were like, wow, they were impressed. They were Trekkie. Yeah. They were a Trekkie, innit? So I was like, yeah, bro.
Me. Joe P said, I'm a bit late to the party, but I can in Scottish means I know. I know that. That's why I said that. Even though my Scottish accent is bad, I know the lingo in it. Yeah. Okay. I know the Scottish patois. I don't even know. I can.
Scottish patois.
And Cash said, I don't remember speaking about wrestling, but Cash said independent British pro wrestling is a massive scene. Lots of events up and down the country. I highly recommend Tidal in Huddersfield and True Grit.
I remember doing a tour date for someone.
Yeah.
I think it was Dane years ago, opening for someone.
Yeah.
And there was wrestling going on in the other room.
What?
One of the venues had so they have a big room and a small room. And I think we were in a small room, and the big room, there was a wrestling.
So you were trying to let off jokes with people being slammed into the floor next door?
Well, we were going past the dressing rooms, and one of them, there was wrestlers getting dressed.
Were they wedge?
Yeah, they were hench, bro. They were hench. You think I'm going to fucking chat shit about them, bruv? I respect that, you know when people saying it's fake?
It's not fake.
Bro, the man is jumping off something on another man, bruv. The jumping is real. The pain might not be real, but the jumping is real.
Do you know what? Okay.
You jump on your bed sometimes and you fuck up a...
Have you ever been, like, when I'm at my biggest, sorry, Kay has asked for some ASAC updates, we've done that. But when I've been at my biggest, if I lay down on bed too quickly, I go through the mattress and I feel the slats. Yeah, bruv. My mattress is a firm mattress, and I make sure... This is not even before, this is now... I do a bit on the left, couple nights sleep on the left, couple nights sleep on the right, couple nights sleep in the middle.
To fix your mattress?
To make sure that it has even wear. If I just was in the middle all the time, my mattress would be curved in the middle.
So on my mattress, actually, let's talk about it on Patreon.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, if you want to join the Patreon, we've got a link in the show description. Patreon now works with Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And if you want to listen directly via Apple Podcasts, there's something called More of a Clue. Click that button and you can join us for extra episodes every time we record an episode, and also all of our episodes early and ad-free. So there you go. I've been Marcus Bronzy. You've been K Kurd, ain't ya?
I have been.
Cheers, mate. All right.
Have a good one.